Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. Oh, I thought, damn Eve, I thought you were going to, slip.
Quiet,
Or
wench.
ski, you know?
Scare the fish off.
Shut up.
Crevens! Trout was already nipping at the bait. Then you came along and frightened it off. Duval shice! Duval shice! Duval shice!
Oh. My queen, there are bodies of dwarven miners trapped beneath the ice sheet, likely swallowed by the river. It's too late for them now, but their equipment is recoverable. Though bear in mind, should any fall in, they freeze to death in the blink of an eye. Yes. Thank you. I want the map, please. Yeah, we are going here. Hello! Elder Hook once instructed his secretary, Gromek, to prepare a list of all the caves, caverns, and grottos in Mahakam. None ever learned why such information had become a priority for the Elder-in-Chief. Perhaps Bruver needed the record for a highly secretive task, or perhaps he had simply fallen into a sour mood and wished to bring the secretary down with him. In any case, the census of Mahakam's underground caverns was never completed, for Gromek had disappeared without a trace. None ever discovered his true fate, yet the bones that continued to pile up and gather dust at the threshold of Mahakam's darkest caves serve well enough to spark one's imagination. Alright, so it's a standard battle, so 3 rounds at most. This is good, for sure. Yes. You know what? Let's go. Who is? Am I first, baby? Okay.
Watch your heads!
Alright.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Did you? Oh no, never mind. Okay.
Give me a target.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Left, right, right.
Oh.
Make love, not war.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Have it the white of an eye from our colleague away.
Tell me you jest.
I don't really. You passed. Oh, right. Yeah. Being an idiot. I'm being a fucking idiot. Sure. Damn doggy. Alright then.
Cursed trees.
Oh no. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sod it. Sod it all.
Oh my god. What in the world is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Realistically speaking, I don't think I have much chance here. But I'll
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
still try. What do you do? Okay. What do you do? 10.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Oh wow. Thank you so much, dude.
I'll fight to my last breath.
Is this winnable? It might be.
Catch!
Our ballista, your command. Armor won't serve.
Lost. I don't have it. Okay. Well done. Okay. Let's grab this. People of the Hills, we hereby order 5 barrels of cured beef, 40 links of juniper sausage, 5 sides of pork, 10 dozen goose eggs, 20 sacks of rye flour, payment issued in gold. Warning, goods must be tightly packed so as to not attract monsters. We bear no responsibility for accidents. Elder van Vrignek of Clan Frank. Cool. No? Okay. Yeah, okay, it's a really big map as well. It's a really big map. I know I just checked the map, but hold on. Where would my big objective be? This way. Well, in this case, we want to go here. Wrong way. Excuse me.
The dwarves are demanding a pretty sum, but their steel's worthy of any crown. No offense meant. The Rivian blades don't hold a candle to their Mahakaman cousins. Their elders just a tad eccentric. The dwarves are demanding a pretty sum, but their steel's worthy of any crown.
Hello. Your Majesty, a human traveler. She is offered to sell us a treasure map. Says he sought it out once, but got caught in a blizzard, and now fears a return to the mountains. Yet he swears by the gods, should we follow it exactly, shall uncover untold riches. Okay, next to a mine. Or something like that. They look like a can of sorts. Lonely Rock. Hello.
Meave noted a crowd of dwarves. They were several dozen, many holding baskets brimming with dried sausages, soft, puffy pretzels, and jugs of frothy beer.
What is this gathering?
She asked Gabor.
These folk, they're the parents of youngsters who are to return today from their Dreckthag.
Gabor proceeded to explain that the Dreckthag was a trek upon which the local dwarves would embark when they reached maturity. During this year-long voyage, young folk would taste of life beyond their home. Yet if they failed to return on time, they would be stripped of all rights and privileges accorded to Mahakam's natives.
See, in recent years, young folks' blood's been boiling on account of the strict laws in force here.
Gabor added.
So, we send them out. Let them taste life in the lowlands. Once they've learned for themselves what it's like to live among humans, they come back and ain't likely to complain.
Customarily, only a few dwarves ever decided to remain in the valleys for good. That year, however, was different.
Deadline's the Mora. And 40 Dreckthagers still haven't returned.
Their parents now worried if some misfortune had not befallen them. The Mahakaman Guard had sent out patrols to the near reaches of the valleys. They returned not having seen anything distressing, while the humans living at the foot of the massif had been largely unwilling to talk. The guard captain, a dwarf with a fiery red beard, removed his helmet, wiped the sweat from his brow, and addressed Meave.
Your Majesty, we need to find our youth. Perhaps you'd be willing to go out and search. Human folk are more like to tell you if they saw anything out of the ordinary of late. Naturally, there'd be something in it for you too.
Yes.
One could say I myself have lost a son.
Meave gripped the captain's hand firmly.
And I know well the pain that comes. I shall do all in my might to spare you at least that.
Meave set off, the hopeful gazes of the dwarven parents bidding her farewell. The Queen sent a scout ahead. Sometime later, she heard his horn. 3 blasts. 2 short, 1 long.
An ambush!
Neve expected to combat beasts or robbers. Yet upon her force descended warriors with squirrel tails attached to their helms. Scoia'tael.
Huh. Neve was prepared for clashes with brigands, monsters, and Nilfgaardians, but Scoia'tael, in the high mountains near the very gates of Mahakam, what did they seek? The queen did not know, yet one conclusion seemed clear. At the very least, they saw her heir a pike. Good. Yes.
Scoia'tael! Don't let them escape!
You should not have come here.
I tell you the same.
Sod it. Sod it all.
Right! Come on! Who's fast?
The Scoia'tael are a plague. They blight all they touch.
You mad? Don't shake that!
It's fine.
Got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
Interesting. Really?
This could hurt.
Elven blarney.
Don't worry about it.
Again and again and again.
Now we will see who is weak.
Okay.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Ha!
You passed. Wonderful. Sounds good to me.
Oh my.
I shall not fail!
Watch your heads!
None shall tread on us!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
One boat.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Damn.
They used to tire my tongue about that.
Hey?
Should not have done that.
Now we must stick together.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Oh, if anyone's got any hoops left.
Give me a target.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Our ballista, your command.
Good luck.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
They're so young. No wonder they were easily manipulated.
Oh, please. There's Scoia'tael.
As soon as the battle had come to an end, the prisoners were brought before the Queen. All, without exception, were dwarves, and all looked to be youthful dwarves.
Mystery solved,
muttered Meve. In fact, these were the missing Drekthagers. Instead of returning home, they had enlisted with guerrillas fighting for non-human rights. But what had prompted so drastic a decision?
I was impatient. Wanted badly to turn 50. I
What?
couldn't wait to see human cities. Vitsima, Tretogor, Novigrad.
Said one of the dwarven prisoners while pressing a bandage to a bleeding wound.
And you know the welcome that awaited me there. I was spit upon and called names. I saw ghettos, massacres. And how was I to go back to the mines after that? We must fight while we still can. Before the humans come to cut us down, we must tell the rest of ours the same. Pull all Mahakam into the fight.
Meve's soldiers stood waiting for her to protest, to accuse the dwarf of lying. But the Queen could not pretend she did not understand why the dwarf had taken up arms. Without entering into a discussion, she ordered the prisoners taken to be tried and judged by their kin and elders. Along her way, Meve heard cries. She rushed to see what the ruckus was about. Upon seeing Black Rayla spattered with blood, she expected the worst. Reynard could only confirm the Queen's fears.
She entered the wagon unnoticed. The wagon carrying the prisoners. She then cut their throats, one by one.
40 dwarves. Alone.
They were shackled. They could not defend themselves.
Rayla had nothing to say in her defense. In point of fact, she exuded pride.
Mahakam had been free of Scoia'tael, till now. We'd have done all a questionable favor by bringing back a wagon full of enraged youth wearing squirrel tails. They'd have posed as martyrs for a just cause. They'd have shown off their scars and persuaded the clans to make war on humans. All that deserved to be nipped in the bud.
Meve could see the blood rushing to Reynard's head. When he finally spoke, it was clear he was holding the reins of his emotions, preventing himself from exploding with some difficulty.
Your Grace, we must banish her, drive her off. This was in no way ordinary insubordination. This was a grave crime.
Your Majesty, You know, I rarely meddle in your affairs.
said Isbel.
Yet for this, I cannot remain silent. This woman must go.
I agree.
Rayla,
Get the fuck out.
'Tis a fine line that separates a soldier, a warrior, from one who commits murder.
Said Meave.
That line you crossed today. You are to leave my ranks immediately. And never do I wish to see you again.
Rayla said nothing. She merely bowed in an excessively courtly manner, then moved off down the slope. Yet even once she disappeared, a clear red trail remained in the snow where she had passed. A trail of dwarven blood that had dripped from her armor. The Lyrians remained silent throughout their return. Upon spying their downcast eyes and somber means, the dwarves awaiting the return of their offspring dispersed to their homes, leaving baskets full of treats in the snow. No one asked any questions of Meave. Luckily so, as the Queen would not have known how to answer.
Didn't he find nothing? Not a trace. What could have happened? Didn't he find nothing? Not a trace. What could have happened?
I'm really sorry, man. Translation from Elder's speech. Neutrality means neglecting our bonds, ignoring our duties. While we sit here fiddling our thumbs, our lowland brethren are dying in pogrom after pogrom. Dwarves of Mahakam, seize arms and join Skoyatel. Down with Dwayne. Like, I like her as a character, but what a fucking ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. We gotta go here. Right? Oh no. Oh my god. Hold on. You know what? Yeah. From here. Might be the same thing, but whatever. New markers. Sure. Sorry. The depths of Myria. Mahakam is not unlike an iceberg. What's visible on the surface is but a tiny fraction of the whole. In order to truly grasp the enormity of the Dwarven realm, one must venture beneath the earth, traverse miles-long passages, peer into chasms that seem to stretch into eternity. Before long, foreigners can begin to lose all sense of time and space. The mine shafts appear identical, one after another, as if reflected in a mirror fashion from mountain crystal. Use your leader's ability. Looking in the eye of your foe, what separates you is but only a mirror. Thank you, internet. Zoria runestone. Oh, wait! What the? Who are here? Oh. How is this possible? Madness, pure madness. Everywhere looks exactly the same. How am I supposed to remember? So many corridors, shafts, and chambers. Have to keep moving. And then what? I don't remember. Treasure? But what kind? Let's go here now. And I also have to address my deck. So let's go. Come on, honey. Let's start from here. Hello. Your Grace, the owner of this trading post, a dwarf by the name of Branko Dalberg, has invited you to browse his wares. How shall I respond? Do you want more money? Hold on. Hold on. Fuck. Yeah, we want money. I wish to sell something. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, my man.
The Queen noted a building with unusually lavish ornamentation, including shining bronze roof tiles and glistening rock crystal window panes. An important clan dwelled there, Gabor explained. The Breckenrigs.
Could you introduce me?
Meve asked.
Perhaps I can convince them to intercede with Bruver on my behalf.
The clan head, Iva, invited Meve to an exquisite feast. But when she broached the subject of the war raging just outside Mahakam's borders, the dwarf changed the subject at once. Looking around the interior, Meve quickly understood why. The walls were ordained with Nilfgaardian tapestries and rugs. Gifts from friendly Imperial envoys, no doubt. Meve prepared to leave, convinced she had wasted her time, when someone clasped her shoulder and pulled her into a darkened room. Her kidnapper turned out to be a young dwarf. Female, it seemed, dressed in her nightshirt. She introduced herself as Iva's daughter, Eudora Breckenrigs, and openly admitted she had eavesdropped on Meve's dinner conversation.
Listen, me dad's stubborner than an old goat, but I'll convince him to help ye. For a wee favour, that is.
Mm-hmm. What?
I want you to steal something from the clan archive. Historiae Mahakamorum, 'tis called. See, me dad won't let me betroth me sweetekin Zoltan. Says the codex
Zoltan?
marrying a dwarf who's left the mountains. But there's precedent. Just such a case described in that document. If I can show it to Dad, he'll have to change his mind.
Meve felt sympathy for Eudora and wanted to help her, especially considering the favor Eudora could do her in return. But she fully realized if her attempt to break into the archive ended badly, it would result in a tremendous scandal Bruver Hoog would not soon forget.
Let's go.
The pot's worth the play, I believe. Fine. I accept your offer.
They then shook hands, sealing the deal. Meve had to bite her tongue to stop from crying out, for the young she-dwarf had the grip of a brawny blacksmith. Meve returned to her company, and, massaging her sore hand, presented Eudora's offer. Gascon volunteered for the task at once.
Thievery's my forte.
The dwarves won't notice a single mothball.
Gascon snuck into the archive under the cover of darkness. Just as he was tucking Eudora's desired document into his cloak, he heard dwarven boots clanking down the stairs.
Damn it!
Gascon swore.
I can't let them catch me.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. At the campfire, Gascon had proclaimed himself a true master of stealth. He claimed he could cross the Novigrad market in full light of day, wearing naught but a jester cap with bells, and not a soul would notice. Well, the time had come for the Duke of Dogs to show his bark at some bite. To escape, move Gascon light-footed to the bottom right corner of the battlefield. Move Gascon using the leader. Oh, it's okay, but it's a puzzle, so Mahakaman Archives. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I have to move you. Wait, what? Turn around.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
What? Oh, I need to return.
Piece of cake.
Ha! Ha!
Okay.
Ha!
Just a bit more.
Yeah! Ha!
I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, what? I'm trying to follow this guy, but he's too fast.
Ah! Yeah!
Okay.
Ah! Huh! Ah! Ha! Ah!
Easy as pie.
Oh, good lord.
Luckily, Gascon managed to do the deed quietly, so the dwarves never found out who had broken in. As agreed, Neve handed Eudora the stolen document.
Ha!
The dwarf shouted, raising the parchment in a triumphant gesture.
Da can't do nothing to stop her making vows now. I've got to write Zoltan right quick. Thanks. Thanks a million times over.
You're welcome. Is it Zoltan? Like the Zoltan? Excuse me.
And Eudora did her part too. Soon after, the Queen learned there'd been a gathering of the clans, and Ivor had indeed spoken on her behalf. She could only hope the elder Breckenriggs had swayed Bruva Hoog as well.
Thank you so much. Let's see what's in here. All the horn. It would be good if I did not have the thunder. Sorry, the storms. Yeah, no, I can only have one. Okay. All right. That's fair.
Eudora Breckenriggs Chive.
It's Alter Chevet!
Oh, there's nothing like solidarity between ladyfolk. Nothing at all. Dad's stubborn, but I always find a way with him in the end. The right stratagem, and he turns into putty in my mitts. Dad's stubborn, but I always find a way with him in the end.
Hell yeah, man. You go get your man. Hello.
You can count on us, Queenie. Ivor will be a wall at your back. Stout and strong.
You're no cold without a beard. What are you poking me for? Ah, scrounging for coin, no doubt. Righty then, take this pouch and kindly get off my arse. You're no cold without a beard.
That's hilarious. Oh. Can we go here? We cannot. So how do I get there? In here. Not this way. So how? How do I get there? Oh, I'm an idiot. Thank you, Meave. Thank you. I'm a bloody fucking idiot. Grab the treasure here. Yeah. This one I remembered. This one I did remember. Well done, my lady. Hello.
Ah, you thundering dope! I told you to hold your horses or you'll shake the hitch loose.
Oh, now you're a bleeding expert, are you? You overloaded the damn cart, that's why it's busted.
A wagon lay strewn across the middle of the road. Behind it stood others, some loaded with gold, jewels, and other valuables, others groaning under barrels of pickled meat. Each dwarf had his own theory about how the accident had come about, and thundered it out to all and sundry, peppered with choice invectives.
An odd caravan.
Meave said.
They don't look like merchants.
Nah, they ain't.
Gabor answered.
Dwarves of the Ferens clan, carrying gifts for the Drake. Remember Keltilus? When he took roost here, Ferences fought him for near a century. Then the dragon got weary of fighting and they realised he weren't going nowheres, so they cut a deal. He didn't bother them. They give him what he needs.
Well, well. And these offerings they send often?
Every week. Excuse me, got to separate them lads, for they tear out each other's beards. Hey there! Cool your idiot heads!
Gabor managed to douse his brethren's fiery tempers, but the wagon still lay across the road, blocking all traffic.
Queen?
Said Xavier.
It's an easy repair. I've the tools, the parts. Need but your permission.
Of course. Go see what can be done.
Xavier did indeed make quick work of the problem. Within moments, the wagon was rolling smoothly down the road, good as new.
Well, shaft me, your highness,
said one of the dwarves.
I'd rather
your
not.
engineer's got a pate like stewed meat, but he kens his trade. That's for certain.
I'll convey your words to him. Or at least part of them.
Me and the lads will be on our way now, but first, take this. Bit of gold by way of thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Meve said, accepting the surprisingly heavy pouch.
In wartime, every copper counts.
The dwarf bowed in parting, shook the snow off his beard, then rejoined his caravan. Within a few moments, the wagons had disappeared around the bend.
Hello, sir. Milady, this forge belongs to a famous armorer by the name of Nico Skaggs. Truly never in my life have I seen finer studded leather and mail. He's willing to sell, but not for coin, for he's buried up to his neck in it. He said he asked for labor, new hands he can train to work at his forge. Yes. Enjoy your new job, men. Beauty. Yep. The Hag's Pit. Ooh. Is this their pet? Their pet dragon?
A pillar of smoke rose above the mountains, and a sooty aroma filled the air.
Fire?
Yes.
Gabor said, then took a deep sniff.
Perhaps a bolt struck some barren trees?
No.
Meve said curtly.
I know that scent too well. All Edirn reeked of it. It's the smell of burning homes.
The Lyrians quickened their gait. Soon they saw a town fully aflame, and a roaring, furious dragon above it.
That's your Keltiners?
Gascon asked, shielding his eyes from the sharp glare emanating from the city.
You were right. Perfectly harmless.
Dinner Ken was get his knickers in a bunch,
the dwarf said, grabbing his axe from his belt.
Queen, we got to make haste to the rescue.
Yes.
Reynard!
Meve called out.
Have our men wet their cloaks for a modicum of fire protection. We move as soon as they're done.
Your Grace, they are but common soldiers to fight a dragon.
I know, but we must help them, or at least try.
While Reynard went to pass on the order, Meve turned to Gabor.
This dragon, has it any weakness?
Fear not,
said the somber dwarf.
Except a fondness for raw meat.
Meve nodded and swallowed dryly. Despite the cold, she felt sweat pour down her scalp. Stifling her fear, Meve gave the order to attack, and her soldiers rode into the flaming city. From up close, Keltalis looked even more terrifying. Though enormous, he moved with shocking agility, like a lizard scurrying over sand. With one swing of his paw, he snapped the necks of 3 dwarves, then bisected a fourth with a powerful bite.
Good lord.
After that, he turned his attention to the Lyrians.
More of you!
He said, twisting his bloody maw into a horrifying smile.
God!
Since when can they talk? Anyways, before Meve arrived in Mahakam, She had only ever imagined dragons, fantasized about them, based on worm engravings and troubadours' tales. Now, would she not only see one in the flesh, she would attempt to slay it. The very thought paralyzed her with fear, how to wound a beast with scales harder than steel, or defend against fire, fiercer than that of the hardest furnace. Excuse me, I didn't mean to yawn so much. It's just who I am. This will not do. I'm not a fan of these cards, but...
Behind me! Stay together!
Every fire on the opponent's side. Spawn fire. Are you mental?
This could hurt.
I need to check something.
I could kill the dragon. It has to be possible.
Past.
Sod it all.
Ah, shite!
I would
He's
really...
raging now! Watch out!
Is a what? Move to the enemy's melee. Well, this is not melee though. Every turn on turn start. What the heck? Seriously, what the heck? I have no idea what I'm doing, honestly.
Left, right, left, right.
Your Grace, we're taking losses!
Well, what the fuck you want me to do?
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
So you can't be moved, is that it? Oh, it's my... Oh, God. Okay, 28. Oh my God, puppy.
I'm a one sick.
Again and again and again.
Your Grace, he's vulnerable! We must strike now!
I am trying to, you know.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
god. Whew.
That day, many Lyrians perished, either to the dragon's all-consuming fire or to its flesh-rending claws. Yet their sacrifice was not in vain. Together with the dwarves, they were able to grievously wound Celtulis, forcing him to flee. The howls of the wounded monster rang throughout the valley.
That's right, howl, you scurvy snake! Shouldn't they ever attacked us, eh? Damn fuel lizard!
Meave, that's Vavrenik, elder of the town and all the Ferences.
My regards, and condolences.
Eh, tain't so bad. If nae for ye, wouldn't there be a stone left unrubbled? To be honest, when I caught wind some human queen come to Mahakam looking for aid, I said a crocus would sprout twixt my cheeks afore I'd vote aye on that. Gonna be a fear to look in my breeches after, but changed my mind. After what I saw today, what ye did for us, you've the support and undying gratitude of all Ferences.
Thank you. Faced with a Nilfgaardian peril, that means a great deal.
Forgive me for interrupting this tear-tugging scene of interracial reconciliation, but I can't hold back no longer. Vavrenik, double shice, what happened? Why'd Celtulis attack?
I ken as much as ye, meaning squat diddly. Just flew up, started spewing flames, half the town lit up in a flash.
Sheepshank. 300 years I've been a good neighbour.
What's done's done. Gotta think about the future. The Drake's just taking a breather. Gotta finish him off for he's regained form.
Meaning we haven't much time. He heals like an alchemist's pup. And the nearest guards are miles away. He'll be up flying again before they get here.
Aye, that's what I thought. Perhaps, your grace, you'd,
What? Jest you must.
I ken you're tired through the fight, dinna want to risk casualties, etc. But remember, the beast sleeping on a bed of gold and rubies. All belonging by right to Bruther, of course. But if quibbling some wandered off, he'd nae notice.
Yeah, I admit that does alter my calculations. Besides, the dragon was badly wounded.
Putting it featherly, blood poured out of him like a leaky bladder. Just needs a coup de grace.
Fine. I'll do the deed.
Ken you'd see the light.
Oi, Vavrenik, Vavrenik. This lady's gonna make your rump a regular crocus garden.
Aye. Queen's doing us a great service. One that'll profit us both.
So, where is Celtulis's lair?
North of here. It's a vast cavern. You canna miss it.
Meave bid farewell to Vavrenek and set out on her way. Did her way lead to the dragon's lair, you ask? Shh. Let's not spoil the surprise.
What the fuck, man? Okay. That is the thing. Okay. Oh shit, sorry. Oh! Dang it. A little bit more. A little bit more. Who wanted to talk? Hi.
That stings. Got a blow on it a little.
Trust a boarhead and what do you get? A singed bahookie. Brown, red, gold. Every dragon's a right bastard. Wait! I'm coming with ye! Gonna beat that scaly bastard so hard he'll shoot fire out his arse!
Welcome. Yes, let's go. Oh my gosh. But yeah. go, dragon!
Keltalis' lair was indeed impossible to miss, as would stand to reason, for any space capable of containing a dragon must be enormous. The lair's maw, a black triangle cut out of a vast plain of snow, loomed from afar. Confirming the dragon's presence was the powerful odor emanating from it, one of sulfur and blood.
Well then,
Gascon said.
Ready to become a legendary dragon slayer?
Yes, let's
go. My father oft said, never should you count pelts till the hunt is through.
Meve said, dismounting her horse.
It's all the more true when you hunt dragons. He's wounded, yes, but one puff of flame, and we shall be not legends, but corpses. Leave all thoughts of foolhardy bravery behind.
The Lyrians crept across the dragon's threshold. They walked single file, shields raised, watched by bats hanging from the ceiling. Keltalis lay curled up on a bed of diamonds and gold coins turned red from his blood. Seeing how he strained merely to lift his massive head, Meve knew the dragon no longer posed any threat.
Come to finish what your poison began?
The monster croaked hoarsely.
Fine. Do it then.
Keltalis turned over, exposing his vulnerable underbelly, and waited calmly for the fatal blow.
Every time I've been kind, it comes to bite me in the fucking ass. If Geralt was here, Geralt, as a witcher, he has a rule that is not to kill sentient beings, only monsters. Right now, Keltalis is showing that he is a sentient being. If I was playing as Geralt, yes, but I'm not. I'm playing as Meve.
Meve raised her sword high and swept it down with enormous strength, cutting the scaled belly in twain. The monster bellowed out a long roar and writhed its tail, scattering diamonds everywhere. Then grew still. Keltalis, the last red dragon between the Great Sea and the fiery mountains, had breathed his last. There followed a strange silence. No one cheered. No one clapped.
That was...
Gascon said, the first to break the silence.
Not terribly epic.
What'd you expect?
Gabor said, arms akimbo.
Fanfare and fireworks. The mountain to quake. He up and died. What else would he do?
I am certain, Your Grace,
Reynard said,
that the poets will endow this moment with the appropriate splendor.
I'm sure they will.
Who
cares? The queen said, sheathing her sword.
For they are liars.
Oh, wow. Good lord. Look at this.
The queen told her soldiers to gather a part of the dragon's treasure. Small enough not to bring down the wrath of Bruverhoog, but large enough to fully compensate the Lyrians' losses. And Meve gained the title of Dragon Slayer, though she rarely made much mention of it.
That's alright. Look at this money! What? Oh. All enemies on the melee row by 2. I still like the one I have more. Let me see what I want next. Ideas. Lenscooth, a lens that makes an object appear more distant. Spudscope, a subterranean periscope using potato cultivation. Doublegaff, a two-sided fork. Hiponyxolecaleia, snowshoes for horses, can also be used as rackets. Kluklux, booties for chickens. Lumiam, a lamp derived from fluorescent tubers. That's some creativity with the naming. Hello. What are you doing?
Meave squinted, the better to see the scene. Several dozen dwarves had gathered on the cliff overlooking the chasm. All were turned towards a ramp, at the peak of which stood a barrel.
What is that gathering about?
Asked the queen.
Have we a feast day?
Nay,
answered Gabor grimly.
'Tis an execution.
A hairy head peeked out of the barrel. The long, pointy nose and ears left no doubt that it belonged to a gnome. The first Meave had ever seen in her life.
Help! Save me!
The gnome yelled.
They aim to kill me! Cast me in the chasm!
Shut your maw!
Barked the dwarf standing next to him, who then shoved the gnome inside the barrel and covered it with a lid.
Your crimes! The sheer weight of it, eh? No lighter punishment is fitting.
The other gathered dwarves nodded approvingly. Two gripped the barrel, lay it on its side, then lifted it to cast in the chasm, paying the thumping from inside it no heed.
Don't.
The queen mounted up and squeezed her mare with her knees to urge her forward. Soon after, she heard a loud, wailing cry, the sound of wood splintering, 100 dwarves cheer, and then quiet.
Dare say it was the bonniest flight I've ever seen. A perfect parabola. Dare say it was the bonniest flight I've ever seen. A perfect parabola.
Yep.
Every year more monsters crawl out for spring cleaning.
Meave, what are you doing, honey? Hello.
Remember, if you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with them.
Huh?
Never, ever whistle in the mines. Now hold on. Pour ye some hoots first. Makes for merrier marching when things get frosty. Every year more monsters crawl out for spring cleaning.
Okay, thank you for the
blizzard's
booze.
blowing in. Your Grace, perhaps we'd best pitch camp and wait for clear weather.
Tain't a bad idea. Said we might be waiting a week.
Then we march on. We've no time to waste. While we ride to and fro begging aid, Nilfgaard grows in power. We must obtain reinforcements as quickly as possible and liberate our home.
Alright. The dwarves of Mahakam often keep their eyes trained skyward for two reasons. First, to watch for avalanches. Second, to ensure no hungry forktails or slizids are swooping down for a quick bite. Standard battle it is. I think this works. Yeah, now we're ready. Thank you.
I smell a leak. You mad? Don't shake that!
Okay, doggy. You passed. Okay.
Sod it. Sod it all. One bullet's all I need. Give me a time.
Ridiculous. This works. Good.
Tell me you jest.
This could hurt.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Good.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Left, right, left, right.
What do you want of me?
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Don't like this.
Good.
I'm a one.
going to pass this time. You'll be forced to play, so 36, 48, 54, 63. Nice. Let's go. Thank you for your patronage. Your Majesty, a she-dwarf hides in this mine. According to Gabo, her name is Stanka Moran, a renegade and thief sought by every clan. We could dispatch a few guards, but if we let her go, she's promised to show us where to find buried treasure of extraordinary value. What shall we do? Fuck. Let's go. No, why the fuck not? Some warmth in this area. Okay, let's trade. Gold for wood. Gold for wood. Oh, what the hell? So close and yet so far.
Neve rode on in silence, endeavoring to work out the length of her exile thus far. A scout's call tore her from her reverie.
Your Grace! You must see this!
With a grave mien, the soldier indicated a track in the snow. The hobnail bootprint was all too familiar. Neve had seen it before, upon Lyria's sandy tracks, and midst the ashes to which Edirn had been turned.
Nilfgaardian footmen.
Seethed Neve.
Marched through of late.
Interrupted Gascon.
A day, perhaps 2 days past.
The scouts had learned a Nilfgaardian caravan with an armed escort had recently arrived in Mahakam. The invaders had brought with them chests brimming with gold and jewels, then exchanged these for the finest Mahakaman-forged swords and spears. A scout gave me one of the coins the Blackclads had used for payment. Upon the coin's back, the Lyrian eagle.
They pay with gold from my vault.
The Queen said through gritted teeth.
For arms that will cut down my fighting men and subjects.
We might yet pursue and hunt them down,
said Reynard, a spark in his eye.
And make certain Ed Dahi never lays hands on those weapons.
You might, I can.
Piped up Gabor, who had been listening to their exchange.
But you might also recall, we Mahakamans are neutrals who assure all guests within our borders safety. True, formally speaking, the Nilfgaardians have passed outside them, but attack him a stone's throw from our gates, and you'll see Brewer's rage come out his ears as steam, and out his arse as fire.
No war's outcome has been swayed by a few wagons of arms, no matter their quality.
Said the Queen, vaulting into her saddle.
Yet if we turn Brewer against us, I dare say we shall never wrest our land from black-clad hands.
The Queen's men regretted her reluctance to attack, but none tried to dissuade her. They knew her too well.
I'm sorry, men. I'm sorry. Remember, lads and lassies, wash your beard with an herbal rinse before and after every shift. If you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with him. If a hare, dove, or thrust crosses your path, stop where you are and never ever whistle in your mind. Hoo hoo ha. Where are we? Okay, we are on our way to a puzzle. Oh, look at this! So cool. Spectres of the past. While the human kingdoms are mere hundreds of years old, the chronicles of Mahakam stretch back millennia. Over its long history, the mountainous region has been home to many great discoveries, heroic deeds, and terrible crimes. The dwarves, however, prefer to keep silent about past conflicts, instead emphasizing brotherhood above all else. Yet, the stain of shed blood on alabaster snow is difficult to truly forgive and forget, and its continued memory attracts beasts that thrive on injustice and suffering. Kill the beast. Okay. This guy on here.
Don't you worry yourself, your grace. We'll get it done in no time.
What? Oh my gosh. Isn't this what he did? Yeah, he did. Okay, now then he ended. And then he got this.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
This guy. And we end the turn.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Wait, what? What the fuck? What the hell? I don't even know. I don't even know how, you know? I really don't. But thank you, internet. We love internet. Okay. Okay, Neve. Let's come back here just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Now we're good. We are good. What is it? We are fine, Meave. Okay. Nope, you still want me to check something. Okay, done? Yeah, okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Come on. Sorry. This area, and then west.
We shan't pass this way.
Oh, Raynard, whatever would we do without you? Plummet off the cliff like lemmings, no doubt.
My god. Take a chill pill, Gascon.
Meve squinted and gazed off into the distance. It seemed to her that hundreds of black patches covered the peaks on the horizon. Once she had ridden up closer, she realized these were the windows of homes carved out of solid rock.
Our pride this was,
sighed Gabor.
Burra's Rump. A city carved out of mountain rock. Hundreds of miles of tunnels, dozens of steelworks, smithies and forges. Now, it's a vast lair to monsters. They ooze from underground, weave their nests, hatch their young, and when hunger hits them in the gut, they prowl down into the pass.
Meve stood at the entrance to the underground city. The monumental gate, cast in bronze, lay on the ground, folded multiple times as a scroll of paper. Out of blackened windows oozed a stench of rotting meat and mold. The Queen bent an ear to hear water dripping, and, in the distance, a metallic scraping. A sound akin to chitinous scales rubbing against rock.
The soldiers await your order, Your Grace,
said Reynard quietly, as if he feared he would wake the beasts asleep in the caverns.
Do you recall my words as we fled Lyria?
Said Meve, turning to Reynard.
You swore you would retake your crown, even if you had to penetrate hell to do so.
Time to follow that oath.
The Queen inhaled deeply and stepped forward, her sword raised and prepared to strike or parry. Moments later, it was swinging, fighting, as the current tenants of Burrows Rump came out to meet her.
Once upon a time, the Fox clan mined Burrows Rump for iron ore. When the Rump's last veiny deposit was extracted, the dwarves, with their all-marked pragmatism, repurposed the spent shafts into living quarters. Little did they know that their innovative housing project would soon shelter an unanticipated class of tenants. Optional: destroy the monster nest. I mean, I was sent here to destroy the nest, really. And this is a short battle, so... It's gonna have to do.
Oh, this stench is foul.
Oh, dear lord, what the fuck? Okay.
Ah, damn it! They're hatching! Place is about to swarm with creepers!
But this is the monster nest.
Again and again and again.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Is this the... Yes. What? Oh.
Hey?
you would hurt him.
We must trust each other.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Interessante.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
It's alright. 38.
One bolt.
Down.
Catch!
Give me a target.
Rot Fiend. Damn.
Our ballista, your command.
Bye.
This way! Follow me!
Though wounded, Meve approached the Sheomar, which lay writhing on the ground. She then ran her sword through its heart, finishing it. Yet so spent was she that she lacked the strength to pull her blade from between the plates of the chitinous armor.
The beast near took me.
She whispered.
It was very close.
Wolfsbane.
The Lyrians reached a vast hall that had once served the clans as their meeting room. The stone benches were covered in sticky slime and insectoid eggs, while bats of varying size hung from the crystal chandeliers. Gascon rummaged through old, weathered bones, surely hoping to find something of value. Gabor, in turn, was at a shut and locked door, grappling with it as if it were a deadly beast. The door finally gave way with a sigh, and the dwarf raised his arms in a triumphant gesture.
It's a storeroom. Should hold miners' tools aplenty,
he said, enthused.
Some barrels of alchemical brews in here too. Lucky there's no sign of moisture. They haven't soaked through. All's we've got to do is roll them out into the corridor and set a bit of fire to them, and whoomph! We'll have sealed the beasts off from the pass once and for all.
Meve treated the dwarves' instructions as hallowed. Soon after, the mountains trembled from a powerful explosion. Rubble came down and blocked the tunnels. They say the plumes of smoke escaping the window openings in the rock could be seen as far as Aldersburg.
Come here, Maeve. See. Document found in Borrow's rump. Gates barricaded, those blasted arsewipes from fire outside the window, monsters everywhere, no way out. If anyone reads this, the Elder-in-Chief, he's gotta be told. Where is the wolf spin? Draw 2 units and set their... Draw 2 units and set their power to 1? What is wrong with you? This is just terrible. What? Let's go, people. By the way, yeah. Okay, from one edge of the map to the other. Come on, Maeve. That.
Dark clouds hovered over the horizon, and a strong gale snapped their banners.
Damn it, a storm's coming. Gabor! Take us to the nearest settlement. We must seek shelter.
Soon the Lyrians arrived in Stuhlkamp. The town square proved full of folk. Several dozen dwarves laden with large sacks and satchels stood about in smaller groups. When a thick snow began to fall, the dwarves cheered. Tears streamed down the cheeks of several, but Maeve could not tell if they issued from some fortuitous occurrence, or if the strong wind had wrung moisture from their eyes.
What is it we witness? Why do they rejoice at a snowstorm?
Asked Maeve, pulling her hood over her head.
Well, the blizzard's good cause to postpone their expedition by another day,
Gabor responded.
See, they've been conscripted by drawn lots to be settlers. Found homes in a village in Blackbrook Vale. 7 expeditions have gone that way already, and none survived longer than a year. Valley's cursed. No 2 ways about it.
Intrigued, Maeve proceeded to speak with the settlers' leader. He confirmed Gabor's claim. He had buried many a previous colonist. All had been abnormally thin, pale, prematurely greyed, as if some wraith had drawn the lifeblood out of them. Once the dwarf had finished his tale, he gripped the Queen's hand firmly, and promising a generous reward, begged that she and her Lyrians accompany the expedition to Blackbrook Valley.
Tain't far. Mere few leagues north along the main road. We'll make the march much easier to ken with the whole army, in case of any danger.
I know not how useful our swords can be against curses and spectres,
said Maeve.
But leave you bereft and in need I will not. We shall march with you into Blackbrook Vale and see to it that you are safely arrived. Then we will march on.
The dwarf sped off to announce the good tidings to his settler brethren. By the time the blizzard had abated, they were ready to march.
Hello.
Be bold. Take on challenges, risks even. But before you set out to do anything, buy yourself some proper insurance. Always darkest for the dawn. Or when the last candle in the mine goes out. Waiting's painful. Forgetting's painful. But an arse dragged across cinders is the worst kind of suffering. Fall down 7 times, get a bait. Then clobber the dunderhead who keeps shoving you. Fall down 7 times, get a bait.
He sounds wise. Come on, Neve. Ooh, harpy. Just give me a sec. Hello.
Stay clear of Borrow's Rump. Unless you like shale matters, that is. The Elder gets a wee stranger every year. Scary to think where he'd be 100 from now.
From now?
I'd cut my beard, but I haven't yet received written permission.
Good lord.
I'd cut my beard, but I haven't yet received written permission.
Lady, no. No. You cut your beard if you want to. You're like, what the fuck? Man. You're a grown-ass woman. You can make those decisions by yourself. By yourself, for yourself. No one else. Stolen dreams. While passing a nearby cave, Maeve's attention turned to the icicles hanging from the cavern's mouth. They seemed to pulsate eerily with a soft light. The queen told herself it was a mere reflection of the sun's rays. Yet, had she a Witcher's expertise at her disposal, she would know that eyes can be enchanted with stolen dreams. And such circumstances could mean but one thing. A Kaleno harpy nest must be close by. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, this is a long battle. Yes. We're ready to go. Let's go. Here. Perfect. Whose turn is it? Okay.
Catch!
Can't tell if this was smart or not. Okay, good. You passed. I wanted to pass. Okay. It's alright. Damn, that's fine.
I smell a leak. You mad? Don't shake that!
Sod it. Sod it all.
Interesting, if I may say so.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Oh wow. That asshole.
again and again and again.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way.
One boat's all I need.
Give me a target.
I wanted to destroy this one. Yeah.
Our ballista, your command.
Perfect. Stoyan, son of Arban. Rumor has it those plowing Barbagadzi have come down from the mountains again. Take a few lads and get rid of those scabby airballs for good. But if they reach Fuchs territory, don't you dare follow them. Hoover Hog. Come on. Meave. Wait. Wait. Yeah, we're going here and then we go here. Hello.
Neve had stopped and was removing packed ice from her mare's fetlocks when Gabor Zigrin approached. The dwarf squatted at the Queen's side, glanced about quickly, then started speaking in a barely audible whisper.
Your Majesty, I overheard some folk talking in the smithy. Birdies claim there's treasure, true riches, in the hills near Blackbrook Vale, south of here. Stowed away there. And nobody dares go looking for it on account of beasts that have made their lairs there. But you've got a wee army behind you. I reckon you can try. Might be worth the risk, eh?
The Queen brushed the snow from her knees and, raising a hand against the glaring sunlight, peered towards the mountains. Though tempted, she had doubts. To start, the rocky scree at their feet warned clearly of avalanches.
I shall think on it,
she answered, before vaulting into her saddle.
What just happened?
Blackbrook Vale holds many secrets and many treasures. Discover your head in the mountains. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha, unforgiving winters come. Fear no snow nor icy gale, fight the frost with mugs of ale.
Hey.
Blackbrook Vale holds many secrets and many treasures.
The following is proclaimed by formal decree of the Elder. From here on in, you're on your own, wench.
Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Yeah. Fuck, I just went to the actual way. Your Majesty, Gabor says our final refuge before we can rest and enjoy a warm meal before venturing into Blackbrook Vale. Soldiers are spent from climbing and need to sit a spell. If your grace could find some extra coin, provide for a stay. Go. Headstrong, Gascon always had something to boast, and there was no other as handsome as he, then no other had his talents for juggling, and the list goes on. Other soldiers simply rolled their eyes and ignored him. However, once during a stop at the brewery, Gascon proclaimed he could hold his ale better than any dwarf. This had crossed the line for Gabor Zigrin, who promptly pulled a mug from his saddlebag. Finish your cold ale before Gabor does. What the fuck does this even mean? Alright, what do I want me to do? Internet person. Okay. 0. What? Wait, what? Man, I'm not following. First you drink. Then you do this. Oh, you ended the turn. Oh my god. Okay, I already fumbled. Yeah, restart, please. I'm not following the YouTube person. You drink. You do this, and you end your turn. Right, we have 3. What? I don't know what I'm doing. Take 10. Wow, okay, this was mental. This card has been added to your army and can be found in the command tent. Mahakam Ale.
Impossible. I can't believe it. Gascon, he drank a dwarf under the table.
Jesus.
I've said it before, I think, dear Reynard. You simply underestimate him.
Right, let's see. This man. Every turn on turn end, boost a random ally on each row by 2. Are you serious? Hey! The song! Every turn on turn end, boost a random ally on each row. I don't really fill both rows though. I really don't fill both rows though. Sorry, man. But no. No? Okay. Oh man, I love The Witcher 3. Really do. I mean, if I didn't, I would have never, you know, gotten around to reading the books. Like, reading is really hard for me. As you can probably tell every time I read on the screen. Your Majesty, the local blacksmith, Zdrvek Cranmer, is peddling a fragment of a magical runestone of some sort or other. Should you collect all the remaining pieces, you'll be able to create a powerful artifact, or so he claims. What is your decision, milady? Shall we purchase it? Yes. Thank you. Right, continue your work, good man. Oh, look at these. Is this a bed? Hi.
I'd cut my beard, but I have no years.
Okay, okay, I'm going backwards like an asshole. Come on. Right, this is the RP we fought. Or whatever it was. And then... oh, gold chest! Hello! Multiplayer stuff! Yeah. Let's... oh, we cannot go... okay, then. Okay, there isn't a fast travel from here. That's fine. Let's just go, then. That is the puzzle, I remember now.
In Blackbrook Vale, you're advised to never stop or stray from the road. Follow the Four Dwarves Codex. It'll save your life. Follow the Four Dwarves Codex. It'll save your life.
Okay. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Oh god, what?
What is this place?
Blackbrook Vale.
Quite lovely.
Aye, and damned dangerous. Keep your arms at the ready.
Reminds me of Skellige. You are now entering Blackbrook Vale. Do not touch anything, do not stray from the path, do not spit from the terrace, always watch for monsters. Okay. The name is giving me flashbacks to Skyrim. We, the dwarves of the 3rd Blackbrook Vale expedition, have erected this obelisk as proof of our efforts to those who follow in our footsteps. If we do not return, drink to our health and remember our names. Hoo hoo ha. 1214 by human reckoning. Hello. Can I just check the map, please? Okay, we have a puzzle here. And then that. Alright, sounds good. Hello, Mr. Puzzle. Frost Bridge. Mahakam's engineers were puzzled why the mighty Frost Bridge had fallen to ruin. Perhaps an ice flow was to blame? Or a stiff, frigid gale from Mount Carbon? An earthquake, perhaps? No, these were not the cause. The two culprits stood 10 feet tall, with thick skin and an exceptionally hostile temperament. Move all units except the bridge troll to the other side of the battlefield. Do not let any unit die. Lord. Okay, this one. This one. Sorry, trying to understand what I'm doing. Then we end the turn. Oh my god. Christ. Oh, look at this. It's a shrine. Oh, and it's goodies. Goodies, goodies, goodies. Are you asleep? Milady! Dwarven bodies litter the cave. Dozens with no visible wounds. Seems they sought shelter. They carried their belongings with them. Items that may be of use to us. Mind you, of the 3 scouts sent, only 1 has returned. We know not what killed the others. They simply collapsed. 20. Sure. I have way too many men anyways. Compared to the rest of my resources anyways. No, sorry. What is my cap? Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Right, we continue towards our objective. What the heck is this thing? Absolutely nothing. Lads and lasses, if you're reading this, it means the next group of settlers have arrived. May you have more luck than we, the 5th expedition. 40 dwarves strong just a month past, but we're now only 3, Oberyn, Prodan, and Seva. Blown mystery what killed the rest, found them one morning in their beds just dead, stiff as boards. Expect soon we'll share the same fate, I can just feel it in me bones. Anyhow, we tucked away what's left of our valuables in a grotto east of here. No longer have you any use to us, but mayhap is just what you're looking for. Hoo-hoo-ha. Well, you didn't really show me the thing. Boom, boom. And then, yep. Hello. Do you want to fight? Standard. Dusted with snow, an abandoned cart stood in the middle of the road, 2 feet protruding from the back. What had happened here? A murder? An ambush? Maeve didn't have to wait long to learn the truth, for in a moment she heard a damning howl behind her. Ooh. Ooh. Too soon for you. Why the hell not? Sure. Ooh.
Left, right, left, right.
Oh my god.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Why? What's the matter with you?
Again and again and again.
Why? What the bloody hell is going on?
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
No, we're gonna wait, I think.
Company! Forward march!
Give me
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Tell me you jest.
Wish I did. Wish I did. Okay, you passed. I'll pass too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, alright. We definitely have the advantage here. With the number of cards. We're fine.
Quick and painful this'll be.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
Bigger they are, easier they are to target. Thing about slings, they hide well. Hey? Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
I'm going to pass. Nice. Let's go. Leave. Duh, we finally arrived. The place was crawling with critters, but we dealt with them in no time. The shanties are run down, but they'll be as good as new before long. Just a damn pity there's no game in the forest. Either way, I got a good feeling. 6 times the charm. Hoo-hoo, da, Darden. Thing is, like, if we have an expedition, it sure doesn't feel like it because we don't really have, like, dwarf cards. Although, they are supposed to be with us. But anyways. Hello. Your Majesty, the cemetery is the final resting place for the dwarven settlers from all 7 expeditions to Blackbrook Vale. The first are centuries old, while others only a year. No doubt there will be precious tributes buried with the bodies. We could order our soldiers to recover them, but I warn you, Millie, they won't like one bit. Come on. Come on, men. Sure. Yeah. Hello.
Blackbrook Vale. The name itself embodied infamy. Neve arrived expecting misty ravines, decrepit trees bound in spiders' webs, and swarms of bats.
Please don't.
What she saw was a warmly gurgling stream and the valley's gentle slopes blanketed in crocus blooms. Only a village of abandoned, ruined huts and a cemetery stretching to the horizon behind it attested to the valley's grim past.
The village seems shrouded in a guise. Be not deceived,
said the Queen.
Reynard, Some men to search the environs for any sign of life.
The blood-curdling roar that came from the ruins a moment later proved the Queen's caution warranted beyond any doubt.
Special and shortened. Hauntings are more common than you think. If not for the aid of the Lyrian army, the dwarven settlers would likely have soon perished, shredded by wretched beasts hidden amongst the ruins. With the help of Meve and her men, they stood a chance of surviving, however small. The infamous Black Brook Vale did indeed seem to be cursed. Just remember the place of Skyrim that this thing is reminding me of. Just a vibe. Bleak Falls Barrow. Okay, so one round. We're going.
Protect the settlers!
Power. Oh my god! What the fuck is up with this shit? I don't understand what the fuck is going on here.
Catch!
What is this strat here? Summon a NECA. Fuck. I'm not sure if this is
I smell a leak.
If this is the strat or not.
Ah!
How do I know if this is a strat? One, two, three, four, five. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Left, right, left, right.
Okay.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Hey?
This stone. Oh, I have to play a card.
Give me a target.
I'm pausing.
Likely the last, that one. Should be safe now.
I forgot this was one round only. Oh my god. I got really
Following
lucky
the victory,
there.
the settlers' hopes seemed renewed. Could the beasts they felled have killed the previous lot of colonists?
Maybe.
Perhaps the curse that had long hung over Blackbrook Vale was at last broken.
We thank you, Your Majesty.
The settlers' leader said, slipping the satchel from his shoulder.
You've granted us new hope. And a new home.
The dwarves rolled up their sleeves at once and set about repairing the cottages. Sounds of hammering, sawing and chopping filled the valley, accompanied by a steady stream of dwarven song. Meve left Blackbrook Vale, her spirits soaring. How great was her subsequent shock when the elders summoned dwarves for another expedition to the valley. It seemed the settlers Meve had escorted had met the same fate as the colonists who had preceded them. Yet what had killed either group would never be known.
What the hell? That's just horrendous. Excuse me, sorry, storyteller. No. Redo. No. No, 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 no. Oh my god. That's horrifying. Are you kidding? Why would you tell it like that? Absolutely not. Hello.
The rumors Gabor had overheard were true. Scouts returned with news of a cavern at whose mouth lay rotted logs, an indication that something of great weight may have been rolled inside. Chests full of gold, for instance. Then again, paw tracks clearly showed some beasts had made the cave their home.
Right. Decision time. Enter or scramble back down,
said Gascon, rubbing his hands together for warmth.
Please hurry. This frost is downright biting.
Let's go.
We've scaled this high. Foolish we'd be to descend empty-handed. Fall in behind me!
The Queen took the fore, sword in one hand, torch in the other. The flickering flame's glow illuminated the cave's interior, casting long shadows. Meve was certain some horror would leap at her at any moment. And she was not at all wrong.
I swear to God, please no spiders. What else might these forgotten inaccessible caverns hold? A magical rune-imbued weapon forged centuries past, sapphires, rubies, and topaz, carved and polished by long-dead dwarven jewelers. Jewelers? Anyways, perhaps immeasurable mountains of gold. To find out, the Lyrians had only to slay the monsters that dwelled their depths. Eliminate the crazed Shellmaw. Okay, one round. Please focus. One round. We only have one round. Fuck. Okay.
Follow me! Together now!
Catch!
Did we do it? Hope so. Oh. Hey, hold on. Oh shit, don't! fucking there, you son of a bitch. Where's the fireman?
I smell a leak.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
My god.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Damn. It's just a fucking necklace that's going my head in.
Hey?
Oh, I could have. Oh my god, I could have done this one. Damn.
Cursed traitors.
By 10. I think we're dead and it is what it is.
Treasure trove ought to be close now. Come on.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
As soon as the last beast had fallen, the Lyrians took to seeking out the treasure. Soldiers dispersed throughout the caverns in a rush, penetrating every last corner. Finally, one called out.
Got it! Got the treasure right here! Treasure! Shiny stuff!
A number of steel-reinforced chests lay up against the cavern wall. Meve blew the dust from the lid of one and lifted it with some difficulty. She had hoped for gold and jewels, bars of Mahakaman steel at the least.
But
instead, she saw thousands of time-tarnished copper coins with a hole through their center.
What's this bloody crap? Tokens of some sort?
Aye, that's right. Holy Goldens, we call them. They're, currency in Mahakam. Get our wages in them. Use them to cop victuals and hooch.
What of arms, armor, tools?
Nah. Oh, that's given to us. Clan provides it. Is that what you need? Weapons? Oh, feel the agent now. Brought you here for no reason.
Yet these tokens, they can be exchanged for other coin, can they not? Temerian orans or Novigrad crowns?
Aye. Doable in theory, but not at all clever. Rates are crap. See, the elders keep them low to make life difficult for dwarven folk. Discourage them from leaving Mahakam.
What's this? Common dwarves use no gold. You cannot be serious.
Yet I am. What good's gold to them? Clan gives them all they need. And victuals and hooch beyond need, they get for tokens.
Yet you trade with humans. Gold coin you take for your goods, the coin must serve a purpose. What is it?
We hoard it all. In vaults. Great piles. Down bottom lie ducats dating from the reign of that dozy ham-shanker King Dagrid.
And you do not put it to use? Acquire anything for it? Then it's true what folks say, that you love gold too much to part with it. Hoard it for pleasure, as dragons do.
Point of fact. That there's pure drivel. Gold's a metal like any other, just yellow. We hoard it for our safety.
Your safety? I fear again, I simply don't follow.
Couldn't it be simpler? Soon as human folk get it in their heads we's a thorn in their side, we'll spend it. All of it, in a jiffy. Excess coin supply, that's called. Matter of days, gold will be worth less than sawdust. And you're tossing banks and economies, bam, on their arses. There'll be nothing left of them. They'll cave in faster than a mine shaft with rotten props. Why are you all ogling me? With human folk for neighbours, we dwarves got to be damn vigilant, as sheep round wolves.
First of all, this does not make sense at all. Where do I even start? So you hoard the gold because ultimately your plan, is to get rid of it as fast as possible to keep you safe. Oh my god, you know what, I cannot wait for the end of the game to just touch on something that's been on my mind since this section with the dwarves. During the Elven, so the Scoia'tael chapter, so chapter 2, we did come up, or we did run into some dwarves. And what the dwarves did was slaughter a village of humans where elderly and children were brutally murdered. And the reasoning for this is that there's a mutual hatred there, because humans treat anyone who's not human enough like people. But on the other hand, Scoia'tael and that band of dwarves also are at war with the humans because they're human. They're not non-humans. So there is a mutual hatred. There's a mutual genocide going on here. And so the idea that, oh, we're hoarding gold And when and if the non-humans, the humans decide to come at us, we'll just spend the gold and that will keep us safe. No, it won't. Because when a group of people has the goal to exterminate you, there's nothing you can do that will change their minds. So I find this to be incredibly naive of the dwarves, and the dwarves are not dumb. And if they're not dumb, which is a fact, by the way, this just means that this part of the game is just poorly written and has been poorly written since the beginning. And I'm liking the story. It's just there's way too many flaws for me to be fully immersed, and it just hurts because it, like, the Witcher universe is so rich, is so like there's so much good in this world that is crafted by, oh my god, I forgot his name. I don't know if I can pronounce it, but Andrzej Sapkowski or something like that. I'm sorry for butchering his name. And then we have this script that just doesn't do its justice, and it's contradiction after contradiction, which is just sad, honestly.
So how can these tokens serve me?
We must trade them. Even should we get a pittance, it will be something. The soldiers demand their pay.
Ah, your bums out the windy. Fighting men want full dixies and tankards of hooch. Coins but a means to that end.
What do you suggest then?
As I've been saying, the tokens we use to purchase nourishment and mead, and what you've got in those chests, why, that'll do to fund a feast the likes of which Mahakam's not seen since Brewer was sworn in as Elder-in-Chief. The fighting men'll eat and drink their fill, carouse about and forget their due and pay right quick. And invite the local dwarves to feast with you, and the clans will look kinder on you too.
Caution be damned.
Your Grace, I feel
Shut up,
obliged to remind
Reynard.
you we are at war with Nilfgaard, and every copper...
Should go to building our army, I know. But we live but once, Reynard. Sir Gabor, take the tokens, and arrange me a feast so grand that Ebdahi himself shall hear us revel.
As Meave's force could not possibly fit in a tavern, the feast was laid out in a storehouse. Crates arranged in rows served as tables and benches, while the windows were festooned with lion's foot and passflower. Great barrels of mead, cognac, and vodka were rolled in, and when the soldiers saw this, they broke out in cheers and laughter that lasted till dawn.
Pour us another round, you lovable Lyrian bastards!
For he's a jolly good a jolly good dwarf.
Wow, Cabal Zigrin plus.
There was food and drink enough for the dwarves of the pass, who, with Meave's men, raised tankards in hand and voices in song the night through. To see them sharing tales and playing cards, one would not believe that anywhere down the mountains, through woods and across plains, humans and dwarves might, for the softest slight, leap at each other, murder in their eyes.
See? Again, it just goes back and forth. Make up your goddamn mind. But follow the books and the games, yeah. Anyways, also, about the feast. You just heard, this is for Reynard. You just heard Gabor explain that if you throw a feast, all the clans will be more inclined to vote in our favor, to become our allies against, the Nilfgaards. And it's stated that without the dwarven support, we have no chance to retrieve the queendom or kingdom, right? So why the fuck is Reynard just like, oh, don't do it, bad idea, we need the gold, we need the copper. Like, no. Like, are you deaf? What is going on? Anyways, I'll tell you what else is going on. I need to end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry about my rant. It's just something that it just hurts my enjoyment of the game, because I am familiar with the books, even though I haven't read them all yet, and it just hurts my overall enjoyment of the game, because ultimately this is part of the Witcher universe, and I just wish it was coherent. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.